what's up guys, Vince Plays here, back with another video, and today guys we're going to be playing some San Andreas multiplayer here on Horizon Roleplay. Now ignore the fact I'm actually stuck in the water right now. I might have crashed a plane. But this is a mod for San Andreas that enables multiplayer servers to be used, and it's actually a lot of fun. Me and my friend the Spastic Gamer, David, play this a lot, and if this actually becomes a series, which I would actually really enjoy, you'll probably see a lot of him on here because he actually really likes playing this game as well. So I would expect a lot more David if you guys like the series, because we get into a lot of shenanigans together. It's actually pretty fun. Usually we end up just starting trouble with the police, or doing some work to get money. We're actually pretty well off. David has like $50,000 I think, and I have $36,000, and he has loaned me quite a bit in the past, because we kind of, if we want something, we put our money together and try to just make it happen. So he has loaned me the money to get a Sultan and a Huntley, which are two of the better cars in the game when you're on a budget anyway. And I helped him buy a ZR350, I think it's called. It's the RX-7 car. I forget what it is, but I helped him buy that. And he has a Vincent too. So the goal of this video will probably be to do some mat runs, because it's pretty good money, and it's a pretty good way to make money. And once you get like 10,000 materials, you can sell them off for quite a bit. So more than likely what I'll do, you can do aerial mat runs, which gives you more materials, but I think is actually slower than the on ground mat run. So we're going to grab my Huntley, which is really glitched out thanks to this thing. So if I can just scooch this out of the way here, I can spawn my car and we can get out of here. Now what I'm actually going to do after I turn my volume down, because it's probably pretty loud, I'm going to find where my Sultan is. Track car. Actually I can't. I think I parked it. Let's see. Sultan is in Idlewood. I believe I parked it at the pizza shop. So we're going to go ahead and head over there, which is actually fairly close to the mat run location, so that works out. What about the NRG, or the FCR, I mean, the NRG was banned from the server for being too overpowered. It's at LS International, so we can probably go ahead and snag. That's probably the best bet for mat runs at this point, would be the FCR, because it's the most mobile and the quickest out of any of them, I think. So we will probably be able to just do mat runs with the bike. This thing is alright. It's actually a pretty beastly ride for just driving around, but it's not the best for mat runs, mainly because it has a fairly low the ground clearance for an SUV, and it's not exactly the quickest either, so it's kind of just middle ground. It's got a lot of room, and it's pretty good at handling, so it's a pretty nice car, but it's not the best for the task at hand, is what I'm trying to say. So we're going to go ahead and spawn the FCR, which I believe I parked right here. Yes, I did. In that sexy green. And we are going to go ahead and start doing some mat runs. So as you guys can see, this thing's actually pretty zippy. Maybe not quite as fast as the Sultan, but definitely more maneuverable. I also have this first person mod installed, which is pretty nifty. Especially on this bike, it looks really cool. But I won't use that for fairly obvious reasons. I do have a couple of mods installed, though I'm pretty sure one or two of them broke. I have a draw distance mod, a HE Roads mod, which I'm sure you guys can tell the roads look much nicer. And I had a PS2 Sky mod, which I'm fairly certain actually broke because it seems to be just using the standard PC sky now instead of like the turquoise looking sky of the PS2 version, which is not sure what that was about. That was a little odd, but okay. Okay, you can all just screw off and turn that copyright music off. Ooh. Well, the bike can only be responsible for so much of the blame when you just suck. Also, I did want to mention, while it's not really related to this video, I don't think I told you guys, but I bought a new gaming keyboard, and there's not many reviews out for it, so I plan on posting one of those in the next week or two so I can get the information out there for people who want to know, and for people who are interested in getting one for themselves, because the thing is, I kind of took a gamble getting this mouse and keyboard combo, because I couldn't really find much on it, so I just kind of, because it's made by Sage, which I've had a couple of their headsets before, I just kind of made a semi-educated guess that it would be pretty decent, so I went ahead and ordered it, and it's actually not a bad keyboard, so I do want to do a review on that fairly soon, probably the next week or two. So keep an eye out for that if you guys are looking for a new budget gaming keyboard. I went the wrong way, didn't I? Yes, I did. Because I'm an idiot. I don't even know where I am. I got myself lost, and I've played this game for years. I don't even know what I'm doing. I am fairly certain it is this way, right? Yeah, we're heading the right way. It was this way, wasn't it? Yes, it was. I don't know why the bike resets every time you get mats, but it's a thing. I think the ground run's actually faster, though, was why I figured we would just do this one, because it's actually a pretty quick route, as long as nobody interrupts you, which last time me and my friend David tried to get this ground run done, there was a bunch of people claiming the drop-off point, trying to kill people who drove up to it, so that ended up being a big ordeal, and so really we haven't done mat runs since then, but it seems to have died down, at least the douchebaggery has. Douchebaggery, is that even a word? I think so. I've heard people say it before, so even if it isn't a word, you all know what it means, so I don't even know why I'm talking about it. See, we're actually making decent headway in these deliveries, since it's and actually I don't know why I keep going the other way, because if you just go back the way you came, it's much quicker and it's not that complicated. So I don't know why I keep going back that weird way. That's kind of it's a lot slower and a lot more confusing. That route's actually really straightforward. Alright. What is this guy saying? Everybody's freaking out. Abood says, I will DM. I wouldn't recommend that. You can get prison for that. No, you'll get jailed. Deathmatch is not allowed in Horizon Gaming. You'll get prison for that. That would be a deathmatch is prisonable, which can lead to a ban. Yeah, so they're kind of just stating the obvious. I just want to know what he said, because it sounded like everybody was getting exceptionally worked up about that. Sorry. Although I just realized that it's right there. The thing I've been doing, I've been taking a longer way because I've been going around and coming out on the side. It's literally right here. I also don't know why my bike keeps resetting every time I do that. I don't think that's supposed to happen. So, obviously not in this video, but my ultimate goal on this game is to get another 10,000 mats, maybe even more this time. Might aim for 15, and hopefully get... Actually, I never tried this. Does it work? Yes. With a bike, that's another thing you can do. That's another shortcut. You can hop that railing and just kind of shave a little bit of time off of your run. So that's really neat. I didn't really think about that before, actually. But if you do aerial runs, you will get more materials. So I might do some aerial mat runs here in the future if you guys want to see that. It's a little trickier because and a little bit slower, but you do get more materials. That was close. You get 750 materials, I think, for each run instead of 450. So it is double, but if you can't find a Shamal, which is the fastest plane on here, then you're kind of in a slow spot where you have to take a plane that isn't very quick. However, the caveat with the Shamal, it would be that if you, because the place where you drop it off is actually a pretty tight area, trying to maneuver a gigantic Learjet through that little area is pretty tricky. And I'm not horrible at flying, and I have done it a few times, but for every time I've done it, I probably crashed twice. So it's really not ideal. However, it is... double. Actually, I got it confused. It's 250 on the ground and 450 if you do it in the air. Actually, we might just go ahead and run to the airport and do a couple of aerial runs on this video. If you guys want to see a series out of this, I'll bring David on, and it'll probably be a lot more interesting. I'm sorry if this is kind of boring. I really wanted to make a video. This sounded like a lot of fun and something new to try for sure. And it's kind of boring because I'm not really interacting with anybody. I'm just kind of off doing my own thing. And usually trouble finds you on the server, but today I seem to be doing okay. So apologies if this is a boring video, but I am trying to get better at my commentaries. I'm trying to upload more frequently. I know it's not exactly daily or bi-daily quite yet, but it's because I'm still kind of trying to discover what I want to upload, and I know I like doing unboxings, reviews, and you know, like response videos and stuff. I do enjoy making those, but I also don't want to ever lose focus of the fact that this is a gaming channel, and I do enjoy making game videos. I just, like I explained in that one video, I just kind of have a thing where sometimes I just am like going through the stuff that I have to play, and I have a ton of games to play, but none of them sound fun to record. But for some reason, San Andreas just sounded like a really fun thing to do, so I was like, I'm just going to hop on and play. So I'm actually going to see if I can get help, because there's not a Shamal here, but if I do / get help, I can probably actually get an admin to spawn one. I know, I was going to say something mid-sentence, or an edited it mid-sentence. Why are there no... Oh yeah, why are there no Shamals at the airport? I'll see if I can get some help and get an admin to spawn one in for me. Oh hey. Alright, there we go. Who might have taken all of them? Oh, see, there we go. They aren't occupied, report for now and despawn them. Alright. Thank you so much. Is that it? Oh, okay. See, that was relatively easy. VST. I'm gonna go ahead and despawn this because someone will try to steal it if I don't. He went ahead and spawned one in for me, so he's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and give this a go. Now, like I said, these can be a tad bit tricky when you're flying them to the drop because it's such a big plane and the drop-off zone is pretty small, so I want to try my best to not screw this up for the sake of the video, but I'm just saying if I do, it's a pretty tricky drop. Now I will also put the server IP in the description of this video or in the top 10 comment if you guys would like to hop on and try to play this for yourself. It is a lot of fun, though the initial startup is a grind, though if you want to find me, my name is Chloe_Price on here. And I would be more than happy to help you get started, so just hit me up if you start playing and you want some assistance with your setting up and whatever, because this is I hope that this ends up being a pretty friendly community, and I definitely want to help you guys out in any way I can because you guys help me out whenever you support my videos. So quite frankly, it's the least I can do, and I don't mind helping at all. So if you guys want to just leave a comment or DM me on Instagram, my DMs are open, so just hit me up and I'll gladly help you get started. You know, show you the best jobs, help you get a couple levels in, and generally get you on your way, because me and David grinded hard on this game for like 2 weeks to get where we are now, to even get close and just kind of break in a little bit by getting some decent cars and some decent cash flow. See, this is what I meant about it being a little tricky. You have to get super low to make this drop, so I'm really trying not to crash, so I'm trying to just take a couple of swoops in and just try to not wreck. So, come on. There we go. See what I mean, though? It's a really small area, and you have to fly super low to get the drop to count, so it's quite tricky, but if you can master it, then you will be making a lot of materials for every drop you do. We'll probably do one more, and then I'm going to end this video, just because I don't want it to be super long, especially since we're not doing anything of relative importance. So I'm just going to do a couple more, or not a couple more, probably one more drop, because they are a little time consuming, and then we'll go ahead and end this video. Now I'm going to put my landing gear back down, because I'm going to have to try to make this landing. It shouldn't be the landing in the airport's the easy part. I'll probably, before I end the video, I'll probably try to do this run and make it back to the airport so I can drop this plane off if anyone else wants to do any runs. And, so I have a good place in the video off. Oh my god, that was really sketchy. I about blew the landing there. That was super sketchy. But I kind of tipped the wing up enough that it didn't run into that, because if I did, I would have broke the wing and then we would be screwed. I am pretty glad they added that reset thing, though, because it does stop you from stuff like that, because that used to happen a lot where you would be typing get mats and then you would just run into something and blow up your plane or wreck your car. Actually, in the case of aerial mat runs, that actually is a pretty nice thing to have. See, I'm not sure if my draw distance mod's working, because It always looks like it's super like smoggy on the weather pattern on here, but I can't tell if my draw distance mod broke or if it's actually just the weather pattern on the server. I would like to say it's more than likely the fact that my mod broke, in which case I will more than likely reinstall the mod in a little while after I get off here before I go to bed. Because I do think it actually broke at some point because of the way everything's super foggy. It shouldn't be that way, and it like half broke because some of the enhanced lighting is still there, but for the most part everything's like it was before. Ooh. See what I mean about how sketchy that is? Now, apparently from last time we did this drop, I didn't really know it before, but I think the best way to come at this is actually from this angle, because it's pretty open, so you can just kind of swoop down, do the run, and steer out before you do that. This plane's gonna blow, so we gotta, see what I mean? That was lucky. It's really sketch, though, if you try to do that in that plane. It's a lot easier with a helicopter or a dodo, but they're also a lot slower, so yeah, just keep that in mind. There is a car down here, so we'll be able to get back to the city. However, I don't see any point in going to the airport now, considering we've lost the plane. Alright, let's go and take this and get out of here. Alright, let's roll. It shouldn't be too far to get back. We are almost in San Fierro, which if I remember correctly, if I take this way around, we'll go to the tunnel near Easter Bay Airport. That'll take us right back to Los Santos. And the roads out here actually look a lot better than the original textures. Yeah, here's the tunnel. Also, this first-person mod's really cool. I like it especially in cars because you can kind of look around. Most cars don't have this weird seat that block your vision, and you can actually see behind you and stuff. It's really neat, and it's fully movable, so you can actually rotate your camera while you're in here. So it actually is pretty neat, especially for driving. So I'm just kind of using that as a demonstration, and my phone's going off, so that's great. Ooh, coming in a little bit hot there. Though, because this game wasn't really made for it, while you can technically see over the hood, some of the viewing angles are a little weird, so it makes it a little bit difficult to see. But overall, it works with most cars, and it's pretty fun. Even if just as a novelty. So I will more than likely take myself to the pizza place because my Sultan is there, and there's a soda fountain where I can refill my health. Or a vending machine, I mean, not a fountain, but it's at a convenience store. But no worry, it's not too far from here. Awkward and silent driving sessions, always fun. Wow, that's quite an interesting thing they got going on there. That ZR350 that was purple's the car. And I helped David get it. It's like $32,000. As a thank you for him loaning me the money to get my Huntley when I didn't have the money for that. That was a cop, and if he wanted to, what I did was just so illegal, he could have written me up, but to be honest, most cops don't. Most of them are pretty lax and just accept that nobody on the server follows the driving laws, so as long as you don't just absolutely plow into them, they'll usually leave you alone. There's the gas station, but I'll just leave it alone for now. I can get it later. Nice one. That guy has a golf cart. Alright, well, we are here. VST. The Sultan is over here, I believe, correct? No? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, I had it parked behind us, so... Here's the Sultan. Yeah, so... that does it, I guess. So I will... I guess I'll end the video and go ahead and change that before... I get copyright struck, but... Anyway, guys, that was the first episode of San Andreas multiplayer here on my channel. If you guys enjoyed and want to see this become a regular series, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. Your opinion and your thoughts always help me improve the content of the channel, so I guess that does it. So, hope you guys have a fantastic day, and until next time, this is Vince Plays, signing off. Peace.